Because they say, look, the other guy is giving the same price as us, so what do you want from us? That's what the owner can say. The Gemara says, "V'dinar ma'avidite." So why do you throw in an extra dinar? Where's this extra dinar coming from? If you notice in the Mishnah, the end of the Mishnah on top of the page, it says, "Amar echad rishli besim v'sheish." Im ratzu habaylam nitin shleishim ve'echad. That I understand. Then habaylam kaidman. Then the owners can come first. But it doesn't say that. It says, "Im ratzu habaylam nitin shleishim ve'echad v'dinar." Habaylam kaidman. What's that dinar doing there? Amar Rav Sheshes says, "Hachi kamar." Im ratzu baylam mi'ikara litin cheshban ha'megia le'echad v'shleishim v'dinar. If the owners originally would have given something that would have been 31 in a dinar, which means that they pledged, the owners said, we'll give 20 in a dinar. A fifth of that would be, if I ignore the fifth on the dinar, then it would be 26. This guy comes along and says, I'll give 30. So we have to take an extra 5 and throw it onto the 26, which means he has 31 in a dinar. Gemara says, "Heichi dami, what's the case? Damer be'esed im ve'echad." They say 20. The owners actually said 21. Oh, that's why it's a fifth. The owner said 21. The owner said 21. So a fifth of the 1 is a dinar. Fifth of the 20 is 5. It's really 5. Because a fifth, when I look at it afterwards, I take 5. Now I have 5. Now I have fifths. After I add it on and I look at those 5, I have fifths, right? And then 4 dinarim are in a sela. So I take one, right? I divide it by 4 whenever I'm looking for a fifth. So I take 1 extra dinar and I throw that on as well. So it's 26 in a dinar. So if not, he says you take it. So what's confusing in this Gemara is so what are you adding here? There's really no chiddush to this. It's exactly how it works out. It's exactly what we've been saying all the time. Okay, the Mishnah says, let's go a little further so we're not so behind. Machrim. Machrim means a person can dedicate his property to Kayanim. Can go to the Kayanim. It's called a cherem. Cherem usually we use in a negative connotation, but there's also a type of consecration that he gives it to Kayanim. So the Mishnah says that he can dedicate from his sheep, from his cattle, from his servants, maidservants, non-Jewish maidservants, non-Jewish servants, and from his inherited fields. But if he dedicates all of it, it doesn't work. Can't give everything. This is the words of Rebbe Lazar. Amar Rebbe Lazar ben Azariah. Rebbe Lazar ben Azariah says to this: if when it comes to consecrating something to the temple or to the Kayanim, you're not allowed to give everything. A person should be very careful not to waste his money. A person has to take care of of what he has. Can't even give it all to the temple. I'm sure what you have you have to take care of properly and not splurge it on even giving it to poor people. You can't give it. Where do we know this from? The Tanur Rabbanu was taught in a brisa. Mikol asher loy, from all that is to him. The pasuk goes on, it says some other things, but it says from all that's. I mean, he's consecrating from all that's to him, not everything. From all. V'loy kol asher loy, but not everything that's his. And then the pasuk goes on, it says Mei Adam, from the people that are his, that means the servants. V'loy kol Adam, but not all his servants. Mi behema, from the animals. V'loy kol behema, but not all his animals. Mi stei achuza, from his inherited fields. V'loy kol stei achuza, but not all his inherited fields. Maybe what the pasuk means is that you shouldn't do it. But if you did it, it worked. We have that sometimes. That the Torah doesn't want you to do something, but if you do it, it works. Talmud Laimar ach. It says ach. Ach is a miyut. It's an exclusion. It says it doesn't even work. Divrei Rabbi Lazar. These are the words of Rabbi Lazar. Amar Rabbi Lazar ben Azariah. Rabbi Lazar ben Azariah adds, Mam legavayin and the Mashayla hachim kol nechasa. If when it comes to the temple, or to Kayanim, person is not allowed to give everything. Alachas kamakama sheyadam chasal nechasav, for sure. When it comes to mundane people, a person shouldn't give everything away. I need each section of that pasuk. Why? Because Rachmana mikol asher lo, if it would only say all his possessions, he shouldn't give. Havamina kol disay leilachrim, all his possessions he shouldn't give. Aval min echad lechamrei kula. But one item, he can give all of that item, which means he can give all his servants, he can give all his fields, he can, because he's keeping the other things. Therefore it says, even from his servants, he can't give all his servants. It means you always have to keep something from each category. Because let's say we just say from all his servants, from all his people, because he needs help. He needs people to work for him. But when it comes to fields, he doesn't need to own the field. He can give away all his fields, and what will he do? He'll go work as a sharecropper, where he works for someone else and he gets the produce. He doesn't need to own that. Sometimes you divide it in half. The owner only gets half and the worker only gets half, right? So that could work too. If it would say both servants and fields, because those of both of them are income. But when it comes to movable objects, get rid of it all. You can all give it. You can give everything. So Tricha, it has to tell me that you can't do that either. Gemara says, Behema lamali, you missed one. What about animals? You didn't say anything about giving all the animals. Gemara says, like a Tanya. It's starting a brisa. Yachal yachar madam b'nai yabita v'avdei v'shachasei yevrim estei miknasai. It's interesting. It should be the Tanan, because this is the next Mishnah. What is that, Vav? I'm not sure. Maybe a person can give his son, his daughter, or his Jewish servants, or a purchase field to the Kayanim. Talmud Leimer behema. It says animals. Ma behema yesh l'rishus l'maychra. An animal you can sell. Avkal sheyesh l'rishus l'maychra. Also, you can only give to the Kayanim as a gift, only something that you could sell. You can't sell these. Where it says that's not true. V'lei bita ketana yesh l'rishus l'maychra. Your young daughter you can sell as a maidservant. So it says, Yachal Yachrimena, maybe her you can give to the Kayanim. Talmud Leimer behema. No, it says behema. Ma behema yesh l'rishus l'maychra la'olam. Any animal you can sell forever. You can. So afkal sheyesh l'rishus l'maychra la'olam, only something that you can sell forever. That's what you can give to Kayanim. So we have each word in that pasuk teaches me something. Amar Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah l'gvayin adam rashai. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah says, if you can't give to the temple all of your wealth, for sure you can't give to another person everything. Hainu Tanakama. What's Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah saying? The Tanakama also said you can't give everything. It could be Naya de Rabbi Ila. The difference between them is, do they accept the words of Rabbi Ila? Rabbi Ila said, Bushiskino amavazuz al yavazuz yesir mechaymesh. Person's not supposed to give more than a fifth, more than 20% to charity. Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah holds Rabbi Ila. He says a person needs to be careful with his money, he can't give it away. And Tanakama holds that no, you can give more than a fifth, as long as you keep something. There's a story of a person that wanted to give more than a fifth, but his friends didn't let him. And who is the friends that didn't let him? Was Rabbi Yeshevav. And there are some that say this differently, that Rabbi Yeshevav wanted to give away more than a fifth. And his friends didn't let him. Who's his friend that didn't let Rabbi Yeshevav give it away? It was Rabbi Akiva. I guess we should stop here.
Who is he? Where is Eli on the chart? Is he on the chart?
It says Rabbi Ila. There was a Rabbi Ila.
Just a second. I shut it off.
Okay.